What would happen if you completely stopped eating sugar for 30 days? I decided to find out. For one full month, I cut out added sugar from my diet, and the results were surprising. Some changes happened within days, while others took weeks to notice. Here's exactly what happened week by week. Before we begin, let's clarify something. I didn't eliminate all carbohydrates or all natural sugars. I still ate fruits, vegetables, and whole foods. What I removed were added sugars, things like soft drinks, candy, cakes, cookies, sweetened coffee drinks, packaged desserts, and sugary snacks. For 30 days, I avoided anything with added sugar, and honestly, the first few days were much harder than I expected. The first week was all about cravings. I never realized how often I reached for something sweet during the day. A cookie after lunch, a sugary coffee in the afternoon, a dessert after dinner. Without those habits, my brain kept telling me that something was missing. By day 3, I noticed strong cravings for sweets, occasional headaches, feeling slightly irritable, constant thoughts about sugary foods. Many of us consume sugar so frequently that it becomes part of our daily habits rather than a genuine need. By the second week, something interesting happened. The intense cravings started to fade, and I noticed a major difference in my energy levels. Before, my day often looked like this: energy spike after a sugary snack, then an energy crash, then another snack, then another crash. It felt like a roller coaster. Without all the added sugar, my energy became much more stable. I didn't suddenly feel like a superhero, but I stopped experiencing those dramatic afternoon slumps. I felt more consistent throughout the day. And surprisingly, I found it easier to concentrate on work and daily tasks. This was one of the most unexpected changes. Food started tasting different. A banana tasted sweeter. Apples seemed incredibly flavorful. Even plain yogurt tasted more enjoyable. When you're constantly eating highly sweetened foods, your taste buds can become accustomed to intense sweetness. After several weeks without added sugar, natural foods often feel sweeter than before. It was like my palate had been reset. By the final week, several benefits became more obvious. Better appetite control. I felt less hungry between meals. Without constant sugar spikes and crashes, I wasn't looking for snacks every few hours. Possible weight changes. I noticed some weight loss. Now, this doesn't happen to everyone, but by eliminating sugary drinks, desserts, and processed snacks, I naturally consumed fewer calories overall. Improved oral health. My mouth felt cleaner throughout the day. Less sugar means less fuel for bacteria that contribute to cavities and tooth decay. More consistent mood. One thing I didn't expect was feeling more emotionally balanced. The ups and downs linked to constant sugar cravings became much less noticeable. After 1 month, here's the biggest lesson I learned. Sugar wasn't the problem, my habits were. I wasn't eating sweets because I was hungry. Most of the time I was eating them because I was bored, stressed, tired, or simply because they were available. The challenge helped me become more aware of what I was putting into my body and why. And once the cravings disappeared, I realized I had more control over my choices than I thought. It's important to remember that not all sugar is the same. The natural sugars found in fruits, vegetables, and dairy products come packaged with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. The main goal isn't necessarily to fear all sugar, it's to reduce excessive amounts of added sugar that can sneak into everyday foods and drinks. Balance matters more than perfection. Would I never eat sugar again? Probably not. But after this experiment, I became much more mindful about how much sugar I consume and where it comes from. And honestly, that alone made the challenge worth it.